Hi, I'm Daphne from Daps Makeup, here to give you the tea on luxury makeup, and today I am excited to talk about the Dior Holiday collection. And as you can see, I got several pieces from the collection, so I will give you my review on the pieces and tell you what I think about it. I'll try to, as much as possible, keep it brief. I know my last video was pretty long, so thank you for everybody who stuck through my hourglass review. I just couldn't help myself to try to be as comprehensive as possible. I'll do my best to be a little bit more concise. So let's just jump in it and get started. Now, this holiday collection from Dior this year is a huge collection. There are a lot of pieces in this collection. I, of course, did not buy everything from the collection, but I did buy 4 items. And so there's a lot of different categories. So the first category I'm going to bring up is the highlighters. It came with 2 highlighters. I did actually get one. So I got the deeper of the 2 shades, Corail Lumiere, Coralite. Obviously what the packaging, out of all the pieces, I mean the packaging on everything is beautiful, but the highlighter might have the best packaging out of all the products. So that's what drew me in, because truth of the matter is I don't need another highlighter, but the packaging was so gorgeous, I couldn't help it. And it's beautiful. So, you know, it has like, you know, like this more fabric material to it. And then the appliques are all like raised, so you can feel it. It is, trust me guys, this is gorgeous. And then the gold backing. And then you open up the highlighter, and here you go. You got the gold around, and then look at the highlight. You know, when I first saw the promo pictures, I wasn't impressed. I was not planning to get the highlighter at all. But then as people started posting on Instagram and I got to see what it actually looked like, I was like, wait a second. And I was like, this might be interesting, because I could see like it almost has a pinky to gold, you know, reflex to it. So I was like, wait a second. This is something that actually might work on my skin tone, and that might be interesting, that it might be a little bit more unique. You know, obviously, any excuse I could talk myself into getting this beautiful packaging, I was all for it. So I actually ended up getting it. And you know what? I'm actually happy I did. So I do have it on now. So it is the highlighter you see up here, okay? I will show you pictures as well, but this is you seeing me real life with the highlighter. And I think it is really pretty. I'm not gonna say like, oh my God, this is a shade I've never seen before. At this point, it's really hard for anybody to create a shade that is gonna, a highlighter shade that's gonna be so unique. But the important thing is it's a shade that works beautiful on my skin tone, and I think it actually will work with a lot of skin tones. I think this is one that will work well. Obviously, if you have a very fair skin tone, then go with the first one. The number 1 is lighter. But I think for many people who are medium, tan, deep, this could probably work for you. So I think it's actually gorgeous of a shade. It applies smoothly. The application is so smooth. There are no glittery chunks to it. This is a wonderful formula. So gorgeous packaging, wonderful formula. So I think it's worth it. You might not think it's worth it in the sense that if you have so many highlighters, is it going to be so unique to your collection? Is it worth paying the big bucks? That's something you have to ask for yourself. But in terms of formula and packaging, beautiful. Next major category was lipsticks, and there are a lot of lip products that come with this. So they have this like sequins liquid lips, where it's the ones where you apply the liquid lips on your liquid lipstick on your lips, allow it to kind of set. You close your lips together and it sparkles. I'm pretty sure I bought one last holiday season. It was like the purple one. It's a fun, it really is a fun product to have. But I just didn't really feel that I needed to get another one this year, and I was just more drawn to some of the other lip products. So there are 2 other categories for lip products. So you have more of their traditional lipsticks. And once again, to packaging, this gold. It is so sleek, so pretty, and it's always in black. And so I've never seen them have gold packaging like this. So of course, I was really drawn to that. It has magnetic closure, the CD on the end. The lipstick itself has a beautiful embossing. I don't know if you'll be able to appreciate this, but it is, I've been obviously using it, but it has a gorgeous embossing, just so you can see the full length of the lipstick, so you can see how much product you get. It is gorgeous. Usual buying lipsticks, I usually end up getting like this deeper shade that they usually offer. So I believe this was the deepest shade, 994. I will swatch for you here on camera. Let me lower this down. I don't want to break the bullet. Lipstick bullet. And it is a satin shade, and it's actually gorgeous. So obviously I'm not wearing it right now, but I will show you pictures of this lipstick. I have been loving it. I've been wearing this a lot. You know, I wasn't sure about getting it, but I'm so happy I did. I love the shade. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's a satin, it's a nice formula, and then obviously the packaging is just everything. Next category of lipsticks were the Dior Addict Lip Shine lipsticks. If you know me, I'm obsessed with these. This might be, I don't know, my 6th one. I can't even count anymore. I tend to, like, when they come out with new ones, it's twofold. Number one, they always have these cool packaging, and I am a sucker for packaging, but I also really do like the lipstick formula. So I legitimately love it, not just for packaging, but for the lipstick formula. And so, I mean, the packaging, we got to get into that first. Look at this. Oh, so similar to the highlighter is a pattern that kind of matches the highlighter. So you have, you know, the gray and white motif, and then they put these gold appliques all over it, and then you have one side, the gold saying Christian Dior. Packaging, they do not miss. I'm telling you, they are not missing with this collection. The name of the case is Grand Bal, but this lipstick shade. Now, I have been using it. It's on my lips now. When you get a new one, it will say CD on the tip, but the minute you use it the first time, it will be gone on first application. If you know me, I love browns. I love purples. So once I saw this shade, I love cool tones. I saw this, this was a must-have. So this is the shade. I'm just gonna compare just to show you the first Dior lipstick I ever bought in this formulation is this one called Dior Bar. And just to show you how, I'm not lying when I say how much I love these. Look at this. I am almost done with this. And I swear, I think they've like discontinued the shade, which makes me so sad. It is not the same, but I was kind of almost feeling like this could almost be my replacement. It's not the same. I'm gonna swipe for shade comparison. So you can see Dior Bar is more red, plum. I mean, this is more purple, brown, and cool tone. So they are not the same. But this one is almost done. I kind of needed something to kind of go with it. So, but let's talk about what's actually in the collection. So this shade here is actually pretty cool. You know, the first time I apply, and I will show you video of applying it. I'm going to show you looks, so don't worry. I just wanted to talk a little bit before I go into the demos and really focusing on the eyeshadow. When you apply this by itself, and I will show you how it looks like by itself, it's pretty, but it is kind of sheer. I'm just swiping again. Like, you do one swipe, and you can see it's like a tinted lip balm. It'll be very sheer with, yeah, you know, you'll get that cool tone brown with a hint of purple to it, but it's not that pigmented. Now, you can build it up to a degree, so if you apply extra layers, you can get it, and as you build it up, you see the purple more. So if you do one thin layer, it's going to be more just a cool tone brown. If you build it up, then you can really see the purple. So that's kind of cool that you can keep it more sheer and more natural, or you can build up the purple. And then the other thing about this thing is it also matters if you use a lip liner or not. So you can do it by itself, but I'm going to show you pictures. So I did a look the other day where I matched it with a purple lip liner. And that really enhanced the purple tone of this. It really transformed, and my lips were more purple. today I use a very cool tone brown, almost like close to almost to black, but a very cool tone brown lip liner. And so this is bringing out more of the cool tone brownness of this lip liner. So you can try to pull more of the purple, you can try to pull more of the cool tone brown. And you know, obviously you could also use a more neutral warm brown with it as well, and then it would take a life of its own. So I like that I can pair it with different lip liners. And it's almost like every time I wear this, it's like I have a different lipstick on my lips. So I love it. I love, you know, it's so moisturizing, juicy. So I love the comfortability of this product. But I just love how with different lip liners, like this color in particular just really transforms. And then of course the packaging is everything. So there's one more product to talk about, and that is eyeshadow. This collection comes with 2 eyeshadows. I only picked one. I think you can guess from my eye look which one I picked. It was the cool tone one. So there is one that is more warm tone, more red, pinky. But I was more drawn to the cool tone. This is called Sour de Bal, basically like evening ball or prom night. And so, you know, it's just personal preference. This is the color story that I was most drawn to. So, you know, I was going back and forth about getting this. Did I want the eyeshadow? Do I not want the eyeshadow? Once again, it's the packaging that drew me in at the end to just say, let me go for it, because I've never seen them ever have gold packaging. It's always been black. I don't know if they'll ever do it again. So I was like, you know what? If I don't get this now, next year, I can't be promised that they're going to do gold again, because they haven't, as far as I know, they haven't done this gold packaging before. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to appreciate this, but, and they were, even when I first got it, there were like some scratches that I got right when I first received the package. I was a little disappointed. But just in general, you can tell, like, this is a product that is going to take all your fingerprints. So it is something like, now I'm wiping it, but you know, if fingerprints matter, you're going to have to constantly wipe them off. So you can wipe them off, but every time you touch it, your fingerprints are going to be on there. So just know, but I still think it's beautiful. This whole gold mirror packaging, sleek, beautiful, and just different from all their other normal black packaging. So I loved it. So let's swatch these. So as I'm swatching these, and there's beautiful embossing. Now I have been using it, so this embossing is starting to fade already. I've mainly, you know, concentrated on this inner circle, so that part of the embossing has gone away. I try to kind of leave the not really touch the outside too much, so the embossing has remained. I have dipped into this, and so far the CD is holding, but I don't expect it to stay there forever. So trying to hold on to the embossing as long as I can, but I, you know that these will not last the test of time. So I'll just go around the corner and just start swatching. So as I'm doing this, you know, as you can tell, there are no mattes in this palette. There are no mattes in this palette. So do you know you're getting, these are all like basically satins and shimmers, but there are no mattes. So, you know, for the most part, you know, you probably have to, you know, go outside of another palette to get some mattes. All right, let me even try to get a little bit more of this one. Okay, so there you go. So definitely very cool tone, and I think you can appreciate, especially against my skin tone, these are very frosty, which this is a holiday collection. We are at the beginning of fall, but to be honest, this is holiday. So this is really kind of meant to be, I guess, like for like Christmas time. So I get it. Like if this was winter, these are definitely winter kind of colors. So I think this is perfect for the Christmas holiday season, you know, so December, January, these are going to be great. You know, I'm looking outside my window and, you know, I'm seeing all these green, orange, and yellow leaves outside. But this is definitely a very wintry kind of color story. Not that I always subscribe to seasonal makeup. I'll wear whatever I want all year round, but you know, you get the gist. So these are definitely very frosty. They're satin, like they're not like super glittery. You're not gonna have a whole lot of fallout or anything like that, but they're definitely, you know, I don't know if glittery is the right word, but they definitely got some sparkle to it. And like I said, frosty. I feel like frosty is the best word. So, you know, I think with this kind of palette, this is, like I said, I'm going to show you a couple looks. You know, I think going forward, most of the time, I'm going to go to an outside palette, get some more neutral mattes, neutral to cool tone mattes in my transition, and just pick a couple of shades to put on my lids. For this eye look, I'm going to move closer. I wanted you to appreciate all the shades, and I want to have fun. So as you can see, I've used these even in my transition. So I'm definitely frosty. It's definitely giving like early 2000 vibes. But I wanted you to be able to see all the shades so you don't have to go so frosty like I did. So what I will do is I will show you some pictures of a couple looks I did where I did use some matte transitions, and you can see a more toned down look where I only use a couple of shades. Then I'm going to show you demo video of two demo videos, one of a previous look that I did, and then today's look. And that way you get a good sense of all the shadows. So let me show you a couple of pics first. So the first one that I'm going to show you is a much more warmer and pinker eye look, not the very cool tone frosty look that you're seeing on me today. So with this, I basically, in the transition, I use the Natasha Denona Dream palette to bring some more burgundy mattes in the transition. And then in terms of the shimmers, I use these two. I might have added this, but I think I really concentrated just on this pink shade and this one, which is more like a topper. So that's why the look is very pink driven. I do have on my cheeks the highlighter again, and then I have the other lipstick on my lips. So there you get to see, it's a beautiful red, like not too bright. It's a plummy red. It's gorgeous. So that's what it looks like on my lips. For the second look, I mainly use these two bottom shades and once again the topper. So I skipped the pink, and I think I also skipped the silver. So it was really these three shades that I used for this look. Sorry, I'm looking down at my phone, but you'll see the pictures on the screen. Reason why I want to show you that look, one, so you can see how you can still take those cool tone shimmers, but use a mattes in the eyes, and it won't look too sparkly as today's look is. But also to show you the lips, and this is what I'm talking about. I use the purple lip liner, and you can see how this Addict lip shine, the purple, it really emphasizes the purple tone in the lip shine versus today's look emphasizes more of the brown. All right, so those are two eye looks I wanted to quickly just discuss with you, and then let me show you some demo shades so you can demo videos so you can actually see these eyeshadows in action. I am excited to try for the first time the Dior eyeshadow palette Sour de Bal from the holiday collection. So this is the more cool tone eyeshadow palette. Since there's no mattes in here, I went ahead and put some mattes from Viseart Liaison palette. Remember that old school discontinued palette? And I have on my cheeks, because I was also doing a video for the Hourglass Lotus palette. That's what I have on my cheeks. All the pinky goodness that you're seeing on the cheeks is from that, which is now making me feel like I went a little bit too cool tone with my eyes, given the brightness of my cheeks. What I think I might try to do, I don't know if this is going to work, to bring some brightness and match the rosiness of my cheeks. Maybe also try to add some of this pink into the transition. I don't know how much this is gonna work. It's not a matte, and I have these really cool tone purple brown shades in my transition. We're gonna see how that looks. You know, I was still planning to use these shimmers on the lid. But let's try to add some pinky rosiness to the transition to kind of lighten up this eye look. All right, wish me luck. I'm doing this lightly because I don't know how this will look. So this is a Singe brush, and I know this is going to be very diffuse because I didn't want to go too harsh. I want to like build my way up and then see how I feel about it. You're not going to truly appreciate this shade because I'm putting this on top of some very pigmented, strong mattes. So I will do another look another time where I'll really feature the pink. Today, it's really going to be seeing these on the lids. So just know, I'm just trying to soften up the look, but this is not giving you a true impression of what this pink looks like on its own. I definitely think it definitely brought some pink and some softiness. I know it's more of a glittery look rather than, you know, the full matte from before, but we're gonna have fun. So I'm gonna just start with this more neutral shade and just put it on the lid, on the inner third of my lid, and then I'm gonna go with the deeper shade on the outer third. All right, we're gonna keep trusting the process and seeing how this comes out. So now putting this on the outer third of the lid. Just trying to trust the process. Let's try maybe adding a topper shade. Probably doing too much, but we gotta test these out, don't we? Just doing this very lightly just to see, and I might not be doing too much, but I'm just kind of experimenting with these shades. I'm just looking in the mirror closer. Actually, I think I do actually really like this topper shade. You know, I'll show you a closer look of the eye look as it comes to once it's done. Now, going into the silver in the inner corner is probably doing the most, but hey, we use every other shade. We might as well use the fifth and last one. So this will definitely bring a punch and attention to the inner corner of the eye. I'm just gonna probably like put some liner, mascara, just to kind of complete the look, and I'll show you the final eye look. So I finished the eye look, I added liner and mascara, so let me give you a closer look at the eye look. So I think it has beautiful sparkle to it. Not too glittery, but definitely has some sparkle to it. I think I actually really like the topper more than I thought that I would. All right, so here's the eye look for today. So the last thing that we need to do to complete the look is lips. So I'm excited. I got one of the Addict lip shines. I love these lip shines. I've been collecting several of these, and obviously I love the case. It's just a gorgeous case. But not only was I excited for the case, but for one of the new limited edition shades. This is called Divine Plum. Now normally there would be, when you first get it, there would be a CD at the top, but I swatched it already, so the CD is gone, but I have not used it on my lips yet. So here we go. I'm gonna get a little closer, and we're gonna put this on the lips. I'm thinking this cool tone color will go well with this eye look. Yeah, I think that's a gorgeous shade. It matches the eye look without overpowering it. I think it's gorgeous. All right, back again with the palette. I wanted to do another look with you guys so that you could better see the pink shade I feel in the first look. Because of the dark mattes I use, you didn't get to really see it. So I'm gonna apply the pink shade on my lid. I'm gonna just start applying that. I'll just put it all over so you can see it. There you go, to see the pink all over the lid. I'll even do it with my finger as well, just to kind of amp up the pink so you can see the full extent of the pink shade. So I went ahead and did it on both lids. Now I'm actually going to go into the center silver shade and put in the center of my lid just to add some dimension. I'm also using a brush just to amp it up in the center. Did it already on the other side. Now, all these shadows tend to be on the frosty side, and I usually like to keep my transition more matte, but nevertheless, I'm going to go into this shade and go into my transition. Now, I did set my concealer with a brown tone matte from Vizia that's similar to my own skin tone, but I'm gonna add this to the mix. Oh my god, yeah, that's frosty. I did it on both sides. I know I'm crazy for this frosty eye look, but I just really want to just do all the shades all over and so that you could fully see it. I'm going into the purpley gray shade, putting that deep in my crease to try to provide some depth to this look, and I'll do it on both sides. Lastly, I'm gonna go into this shade in the inner corner. This can be used as a topper, but I'm gonna use it by itself in the inner corner. So I'm gonna put liner, lashes, and finish the whole look. One more thing, before I add mascara and lashes, I'm also putting the purpley gray on the lower lash line. I already did on the one eye, but I want to apply here. It applies really nicely, smoothly on the lower lash line. So I know this look is a lot. I think liner and lashes will help. All right, eye looks are done. Definitely glowing, especially with the light. You know, I've definitely luminesced. I have an old Chanel blush on. It's like Look Changed or Chanel. But yeah, just remember to have to add the highlighter for you guys. And I know I probably should have done this first so that you could, hopefully you could see there on my nose, appreciate it there and here. So it has a peachy gold tone to it. All right, so there's the highlighter. All right. Next, last is the lips, and this time I wanted to pair it with a deep cool tone lip liner just to see how it would pair with the Addict lipstick. Just wanted to keep playing around, just seeing how this looks with liners, because I feel like a liner can really change it and really amplify it and enhance the lip. So yeah, it's kind of cool. So I've been playing around with different liners, and every single liner just gives a different feel and tone to the lips once you pair it with this. So I think it works with this cool tone look. So yeah, so let's wrap this up and let me let you know what I think about everything. Okay, so hopefully you found those demo videos helpful. So let me quickly wrap it up now. Let me tell you what my final thoughts of this collection. Number one, it's a very beautiful and cohesive collection. The packaging is gorgeous. I've never seen them do gold like this. I think this is beautiful. So if you see a product that you like, I say go for it because the packaging is gorgeous and you don't know when they'll do something like this again. Not to create too much FOMO, but I can't deny the packaging is gorgeous. I would say probably actually my favorite thing in the whole collection are the lip products. Those are my favorite. I love both. I love the red shade. I love this Addict Lip Shine. Like I said, I love how I can make it very natural, or I can amp it up with the lip liner. I think this is just a gorgeous shade. This one I'm sure can work for a lot of skin tones. But I just think these lip products, the quality is great, the packaging is gorgeous. So my favorite thing from the collection are actually the lip products. The product that probably has the best packaging is the highlighter. So I love that. And I think the formula is beautiful, applies beautifully. Like I said, you know, it's not gonna be that unique of a shade, but at the same time, the point is they're wearable. It's a great shade that will work for a lot of people. So functionally, it works fantastic. The packaging is great. I really do like the highlighter. I've been wearing it a lot, so the highlighter I think is actually really good. Honestly, the eyeshadow palette, like I said, the packaging is definitely a major thing that drew me in. Do you know that it's gonna you know, take up a lot of your fingerprints, so if you have an issue with that, be prepared for that. That it can scratch easily and take fingerprints, so be aware of that. I think it's a fun color story. I think it works well for the whole holiday, you know, I think for a holiday party and things like that, I think this is a great cool tone palette. Like I know, like a lot of times, most of my quints, a lot of times, you know, they don't always have a matte, and that's okay. I'm always willing to go outside and use mattes. What I'll say is the fact that, you know, yeah, it would have been nice to have a matte. I can deal with it not having matte, but I will say they're just very frosty. So you just got to be prepared. You know, you have to be cool with the fact that it's a very frosty tone to the shimmers. So like, it's nice to have. I won't necessarily say this is my favorite Dior eyeshadow palette that I own. But like I said, it's a festive palette that works for, like I said, for the holiday season. I think it's nice. And like I said, you can definitely use outside mattes, and then just pick like 2 or 3 shades and you can tone down the look. You don't have to use all 5. I did all 5 for you guys because I wanted you to really appreciate all the shades. But you don't have to do what I did. You can tone it down with mattes and just pick just like 2 shimmers to use on the lid and you're good to go. All right, but I think overall Dior did a great job. So you don't have to buy every single item in the collection, but if you see you know, 1 or 2 pieces that you really like, you know, I think they actually did a good job. All right, so that is the end of the video. Hope you had fun, hope you liked it. Hopefully it helps you as you're trying to make your decision of what holiday products to buy. We got some more holiday, I mean, all the luxury brands are coming out with all their holiday products now in the fall, which I think, you know, later on I'm gonna have to do a video just to like talk about this, but I do have some more products that are probably coming on their way that we'll talk about. So you'll just have to wait to see what next product lands in my basket to show to you guys. But until then, I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.